Tonight we are learning new information in that deadly pileup right along I-75 in southwest Detroit. 2 children from Canada, a boy who was only 7 and a girl who was only 9, plus a 57-year-old man from Allen Park were all killed in the chain reaction crash. 7 Action News reporter Cheryl Choden joins us live now from southwest Detroit. And Cheryl, such a tragedy for friends and families of all of these victims.
Absolutely, Carol, and family and friends so overcome with grief tonight. As this tragedy unfolded here on I-75 today, they did not know that it would touch their lives so deeply.
Just shock, like just total disbelief, just complete disbelief, just a loss. There's no words.
Lori Lang is just devastated tonight, shocked and saddened to learn that the deadly multi-vehicle crash on I-75 took the life of the 9-year-old girl who lives next door, and her sister is critical.
I can't even think. I don't have any thoughts. My mind's just blank. I just don't know what to think about. You know what I mean?
Beyond that, the girls are part of a blended family, and their 7-year-old stepbrother was with them and also died. And 2 of the parents were in the front seat of the black Mazda that was crushed in the accident. State police say both of them were rushed to the hospital in critical condition.
How do you even begin how do you go on?
From her home just outside of Amherstburg, Ontario, Lori says she can picture the girls playing outside on the trampoline and in the snow. She says they loved to dance, were beautiful and talented and fun. Lori says she saw the crash on TV today, but didn't know until tonight it touched so close to home. She says there are no words to describe the heartbreak.
My heart is broken. My thoughts are with them all, and you know, forever. They'll never probably get over this, but they'll have to move on.
Lori says that she'll reach out to the family when the time is appropriate. They live in a small area called Malden Center. It's right outside of Amherstburg, very small. She said the families only lived there for about 2 years, but she says she knows the whole area will come together to support them. Meanwhile, I want to mention, of course, this accident happened during a whiteout this morning. A truck driver just stopped by where we're standing, right near where the accident happened. You can see that the weather is not that good right now, and he said the roads are very, very slick. So I just want to mention that you want to be so careful tonight on those roads. Of course, we never want to see a repeat of what happened this morning. Reporting live, I'm Cheryl Choden, 7 Action News.
You know, Cheryl, we all have to remember to slow down, and certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to that family tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you much. Absolutely. We told you about the other victim in this tragedy, the 57-year-old man from Allen Park. He died in a separate accident right along that mile stretch. Police have not released his name yet, saying they are still notifying all of his family. Stephen?
Now, several people who survived the wreckage of that horrible pileup are still in the hospital tonight. 7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich standing by live at Children's Hospital. And Julie, what's the latest on their conditions?
Stephen, there is a child here at Children's Hospital who was involved in the crash. Children's people not saying the condition of that child tonight. Several other people were taken to Detroit Receiving, which is right next door, and they had several surgeries tonight, and people who came out in both critical and very serious condition. The most critical patient from the group, an adult, had surgery for head trauma and bleeding in the brain. Doctors took that person into the operating room sometime around 5 p.m.
They're going to the OR to try and decompress that.
How long does a surgery like that take?
Depends on what you find. Usually about 2 hours.
No word tonight on how that surgery went. 2 people in serious condition that came to the hospital came with facial trauma, and a 3rd person in serious condition had pelvic trauma. 2 other adults were listed in fair condition.
Maybe a couple that are in fair, they're probably going to watch them. They might watch them overnight just because of the seriousness of the accident, make sure they don't find something else. But certainly the critical and the 3 serious are going to be there.
All 7 people were brought here from the pileup along I-75 at Springwells that stretched about a mile long this morning. At least 30 vehicles, including semi-trucks, were involved in 6 different accidents when whiteout conditions made for 0 visibility.
Got icy and slippery as hell, and then the car started losing control.
It happened in an instant.
I felt several bangs. I heard several bangs and booms behind me. It was just like boom, 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 and boom. You know, it just kept going and kept going. I could tell it was a real nasty pileup.
In all, at least 15 to 20 different people were transported to local hospitals and treated for their injuries. We know also that there were 2 other people that were taken to Henry Ford Hospital. They were treated and released for their injuries earlier today. Both Children's and Detroit Receiving telling me the next updates they'll have on these conditions are tomorrow morning. We're live from Detroit. Julie Bonovich, 7 Action News.
Julie, thank you for that live update.